welcome back to our Golden 20s podcast. My name is Tegan and I'm joined with my co-host Sadie. And we are here to talk about some spring fashion tips, advice, things about personal style. And this was all sparked because we got a submission through Spotify of someone asking us to do an episode on like our personal style and where we shop. So we wanted to do a whole little spring fashion inspired episode.
Yeah. I also just love the start of a new season because it's like you're going through your seasonal wardrobe, you know, like maybe you're putting away your winter coat, bringing in your, I don't know, like trench coat and just doing that seasonal changeover of your closet. And I love that. If it's for spring, summer, fall, winter, it always brings me joy. So I feel like it's just another good episode to kick off the spring season.
Yes, 100%. And before we dive in, we are going to do a little connection card. And we are still in the yellow icebreaker category, I think, for one more week or 2 more weeks. And then we'll dive a little deeper. But let me pull up a card. Oh my gosh. This says, what posters did you have on your wall when you were young?
Easy. My childhood bedroom was wallpapered and posters of Hilary Duff. And I had also an Ally and AJ wall or section of a wall. I had a Mary-Kate and Ashley section of a wall. And then I had like a random celebrities like section of the wall where it was just like posters from like J14 magazine and, you know, all those good things. But it was primarily Hilary Duff.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, I was similar with a lot of posters on the wall. I'm trying to remember specifics. I had a David Beckham.
Ooh,
I had a Heath Ledger.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
David
very
Beckham
cool.
was on the ceiling. Yeah.
Of course.
I feel like I had some sorts of Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel like it was Orlando Bloom or something.
You had all the hunks in there.
Oh, yeah. I also had like a Beatles poster. I think a poster for The Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like I could call my mom and she'd probably remember better than me. And I had like a map on the wall and I would put tags to places I visited.
That's cute.
Yeah. I had, the back of my door said the Panic at the Disco lyrics. That like...
Ooh.
Close the damn door or whatever, the goddamn door. And
is that song that old? Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah.
That song's a like banger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was on SingStar, so that's how old it was.
That's true. But yeah, I guess. I'm like SingStar was like 2009. But
yeah. I feel like that song was like 2006 or something. So it's like that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's insane. But
yeah.
I love that.
I feel like those were the major ones.
Yeah. I feel like that's representative of like both of our childhood selves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also remembering I had this, I don't even know why, but lately I've been talking to so many different types of people about the book fairs we used to have at like elementary school. I feel like we must have been talking about it.
Yeah,
was it at
book
our
club.
Book club? Okay. Yeah. And then I was talking about it with my sister because her like boyfriend's niece went to her first book club where they like gave her money to buy something, but it had to be a book. And I was the kid that went to the book fair and I bought the posters and like the pencils, the erasers that smelled like candy and, you know, all that. But I also had this poster and it was this white fluffy cat and it had a halo on it and she was like in the clouds.
Love it.
And for some reason, that was the only other like non-pop star poster I feel like I had in my room. But for some reason, I'm picturing it so vividly right now.
That's funny. I did, when I was small, have a poster of Mia Hamm, the soccer player. Because I played soccer and I had a Mia Hamm Barbie. So I thought she was pretty cool.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But then
well, there you go, guys.
So that's
yeah.
bad.
What's funny is I definitely mentioned my childhood love for Hillary Duff and answering another one of these connection cards. So
It just keeps coming up.
any question about my childhood, it's gonna go back to Hillary Duff and how much I
Yeah.
loved her. So yeah.
So good. So good. Okay. Diving into the main part of this episode, I think we can start off talking about some of our closet essentials for spring and summer and any sort of trends we're loving as of
Yeah.
late.
So really anything Hillary Duff wears,
Yeah.
no, I'm kidding. People are like, okay, here she
Yeah.
goes. I feel like this is something that I've seen so much, but it is something I've been reaching for through the fall winter season that is continuing into the spring summer season. And I feel like it's a thing, but I want to ask you guys just like confirm. But it's the going out skirt.
Mhm.
And it's like just a short black skirt. Most of the time it's actually like a skirt, so it's like it could be a wild crazy night, but we're not flashing people. And I feel like it's just replaced the like black bodysuit jeans uniform of going out. It's
Mm.
the going out skirt. Have you seen this tag, or am I just like
Yes.
I'm obsessed with it, so I'm seeing it everywhere, like
Yeah, I've
manifesting
seen it on TikTok, specifically being
Okay.
like, if you've been on the hunt, here's the perfect one. And it's
Okay.
like I've seen Abercrombie. I saw one today that was like
Yeah.
the Lululemon skirt.
Okay.
And then people were like, no, the aloe skirt's better, blah, blah. I was like, I
Damn.
don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I do see it quite a bit.
Yeah. That's what I've been loving so much. And I love, especially through the fall winter, I was wearing like nylons under
Mhm.
it just to like kind of keep me warm since it was obviously chilly temperatures and that continues into the spring as well. But I feel like even bigger than just nylons, I'm also loving sheer layers. And this could also mean like sheer skirts where it's like you see through, but you have
Mhm.
something like cute under it. So if it's, I feel like this was like a big thing in like beachwear, obviously, where it's like over your bathing suit, you have like a cute little sheer cover up type dress or skirt or something. But I'm seeing this coming into the whole like going out, even I
Right.
guess kind of casual, but mainly like going out wardrobe. And I'm really into that. But it all started with the going out skirt to
Mhm.
nylons to just like, what if our nylons are a skirt? What if we just
Yeah.
have sheer layers? So those were two things that came to mind for me that I've actually been wearing and actually love as well.
Yeah, the like underwear as pants has
Mm-hmm.
been a big thing. I feel like for the past year. Like I have a Vogue subscription and I've been seeing it in there quite a lot. And that's like people who are wearing like actual underwear as outfits, or it's like you've been saying the outfits that are see-through. So it's like that's what you're
Yeah.
seeing. So
Yeah.
that's definitely been a thing. One item that I've been inspired to purchase because of my Vogue subscription was my pair of Sambas, my
Of
little
course.
shoes, because they are mentioned nonstop. Literally, I swear to God, they have an article a week that's like, these are the shoes you need to have, blah, blah, blah. And so then eventually I was like, okay, then I'll buy them. And I love them. It's been
Yeah.
great.
You're very
They're
cool
super
girl with them.
comfy. Yeah, the only thing is they're very slippery. Like
Oh.
if it's rainy and you're walking on a grate, watch out. But
Oh, shoot.
they're very comfy. They're just like my go-to like grab and run out the door. And I feel like they could be dressed up or dressed down. Like if you pair them with a dress, it's like, wow, look at that cool girl. Or it's like you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with like sweatpants, literally anything. And they come in so many colors. Like I just got a pair that was black and beige, but I really, really loved the look of the green ones, which are like impossible to buy
Mm-hmm.
apparently, but they've got like solid green, solid red, literally any color you could want. So I've been loving that. I've also been really enjoying, I guess, just like the color green. I feel like that's been my color as of late. And so I've been purchasing a lot of things that are green. So I wanted to mention that too.
Nice. I love it. I think the whole sneakers and a dress look is also similar to a trend I've been loving seeing so far this spring, and that's like athletic prep. So I don't know
Mm.
how much I feel like I kind of walk the line between preppy casual, and something else. I don't know what that something else is. Like maybe a touch of whimsy. That's like
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah.
style. I'm not super preppy, but I like the look of like really preppy, but tie it in with this like athletic prep. And I'm just like, I'm here for this. So this is things
Mm.
like varsity jackets, even just like big logos on t-shirts. But I've been seeing a lot of like pleated skirts, polo shirts, polo like sweaters, all of this. But I think the whole athletic sneaker, if it's Sambas, if it's the New Balances, even like,
Mm-hmm.
you're still like Nike court styles. Like, I feel all of those also fall under this whole athletic prep umbrella that's going to be big this season.
Yeah. Love it. I think one thing for me, I think if I'm searching for new clothes, I have like certain phrases that I'll search up on, if I'm shopping on Zara or Abercrombie or whatever. And so those things are cowboy or Western. I'll search a lot. 70s, embroidered. I've been loving the embroidery. This is something I started buying a lot more of last spring, and I'm continuing into this spring. And like things like fringe, anything that gives like the Western 70s kind of vibe. And obviously, like last year, there was the coastal cowgirl thing. I feel like that will definitely be back for the spring and summer. So I've been digging that.
Yeah, and we got big Cowboy Carter energy to look forward to.
Yes.
Actually, maybe that's out. No, it comes out the week this
Okay.
episode drops. So, what's funny is something else I'm going to mention in a second is also Beyonce, like, it's Beyonce influenced. It has to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like Cowboy Western, like, this is going to be a huge
Mm.
thing this spring, summer. And I do think it'll be influenced by Beyonce's new album. I know I was influenced. I got my first like pair of cowboy boots, and then when I saw Beyonce's like going into the country realm, I was like, this is going to be a good investment. Like I'm going to want to wear these all the time. So the other Beyonce trend, maybe it's not a Beyonce trend, but it just so happened to blow up at the same time as Renaissance, aka Act One of this little trilogy that she's working on here, is metallics and the color silver. So metallics have been having a moment again for probably the past year, even longer maybe, but I feel like it's just such a fun way to add something interesting to a look. Like I'm really big into the silver pants, silver skirts. I've been seeing like silver skirts and silver blazers where it's just like full on metallic outfit, and I am obsessed with it. I'm already a girl who loves her sparkle. I love like glitz and glam. I love anything that looks expensive, so the metallics life is definitely for me. And then I think the last thing that I was going to mention, I guess similar in the sense of like just adding a little pop of something to an outfit, is leopard print. I've been seeing that that's going to be big this spring, summer. And I'm somebody who loves leopard print. Like it's very much, I feel some people view it as like an accent. Other people view it as like a neutral and like a basic in their wardrobe. And I'm definitely the latter. But I just love like a leopard print shirt for a night out, or I have this purse that's all black, but it has this leopard piping around it. And I absolutely love it. It's just like a fun touch. So I'm excited that that's coming back in a big way, apparently, this spring.
Nice. Yeah. The last thing I had on my list, kind of related to your mention of metallics, is I feel like maximalism when it comes to jewelry is definitely having a moment. I'm seeing so many like TikToks of the charm necklaces where it's like a necklace with 25 charms on it, or it's like girls who are stacking like 8 rings on their hands. I keep seeing the people who make like hamburgers out of their rings and like getting their whole ear design for all their piercings. So, and lots of mixing of metals, which I am personally very pro mixing of metals, but I know that some people are very anti it. I am a gold girl for the most part, but I'm also like, it's not that deep. Mix the metals. But I know that's a hot topic. So lots of like over accessorizing. Like I'm seeing girls with like 10 necklaces on, all the jewelry, and like a headscarf and giant sunglasses. So that's definitely a vibe that I enjoy.
Yeah, I love that. And it's so funny. I used to be anti-mixing metals as well. But
Hmm.
since we are going silver in the, or I guess silver was kind of leading the whole metallic trend, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess I have to get some silver. But all of my jewelry was gold. So I had silver earrings, but only gold necklaces and rings.
Yeah.
So I naturally just started mixing my metals. And now I'm like, this feels so liberating. Like, why put
Yeah.
yourself in a box and hold yourself there? Like, there's no rules anymore. And I feel like that's one of my favorite parts, actually, as much as we're talking about trends and stuff. But one of my favorite parts about being in the 2020s is there's really no rules anymore. Like, people are
Yeah.
just so unapologetically themselves. Their individuality comes out, their self-expression comes out. And if that's like through content they're sharing on TikTok, or if it's the outfits that they're wearing every time they leave the house, or I don't know, the music they're making, whatever it is, I feel like it's
Yeah.
just such a creative time. And yeah, I love how that comes through in what people wear.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome. Well, I did want to also plug a previous episode that we've done, because we actually have a whole other episode about how to figure out what your personal style is.
Mhm.
So as much as we're talking today about personal style and some of the trends that we like and how then maybe will fit into our personal style, we did a deep dive on like, yeah, coming up with what are the words that define your personal style, how can you make that work with you for you, how can you like actually implement that kind of thing. But I think talking about elevating your personal style, there's definitely a few little tips and tricks that you can do without spending a lot of money, just simple things you can implement essentially when you're building an outfit or getting ready for the day. So that's what we're going to chat with you about
Mhm.
today. And I think the first thing we definitely mentioned in that previous episode I was just talking about, but I wanted to touch on it again. And I feel like the best way to elevate your personal style or to look better in the clothes that you wear is that your clothes actually fit you, and you're buying clothes that you feel comfortable in and
Mhm.
fit you comfortably, rather than squishing your body into a size that you were once upon a time. And why I always bring this up, while it might sound obvious to some people, I'm that person who, once 2020 hit, I started working from home. I wasn't as active. My clothing size changed, and I had a very, very, very hard time with that. Still do sometimes. But it was like, okay, all of a sudden, I have to buy new jeans, and I wasn't wanting to get rid of my favorite jeans because I had it in my head that someday they would fit me again. But every
Mhm.
time I tried them on and they didn't fit, I would beat myself up, or I would wear them and regret it all night because I was so
Yeah.
self-conscious about, things like muffin top coming out the top, or, just
Mhm.
not being comfortable. So I really just wanted to start this episode by reminding everyone that your clothes are meant to fit you. You're not meant to fit in your clothes. And if you have to size up, that's okay. If you have to size down, that's okay. I think it's just a good reminder to have. And then I think similar to that is buying things that are good for your body type. So maybe taking time to figure out, if there's things that you're insecure about, maybe you find ways to minimize that in how you dress and the clothes that you buy and, style. But maybe it's also just things that look better on your body type. I think that could also be a really great jumping off point. And lastly, part of that too, this is like the biggest thing I see all over my TikTok that I still need to get in on, is figuring out what your colors are. Do you know
Right.
what your colors are, Tag?
I have no idea. I don't even
Okay, me
know how
either.
to like buy my right shade of foundation. I don't know if I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
wearing gold jewelry. I'm out of the loop. Am I cool toned? Am I warm toned?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
hard. Yeah. And
Yeah.
like they have like TikTok filters to help you figure this out. And if you're listening, you're like, I have no idea what this means. Essentially, there's like 4 seasons, and then there's sub
Hmm.
seasons within the seasons, I'm learning. But essentially, based off your coloration, certain colors will make your eyes pop more,
Hmm.
or, I think like we all know there's certain colors that like wash us out. But this is like that to the next level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like you're either a summer, spring, fall, or autumn. And then it's like those shades of colors. So I think we can all like imagine like jewel tones and really deep, rich colors for autumn. those colors obviously look better on some people than other people. Versus spring, it's like really bright and like vibrant colors, where those colors look better on some people than other people. So this is the whole idea behind doing your colors, but I've been doing the TikTok filters like an embarrassing amount, and I still cannot figure it out. Like, people are like, do it with no makeup on, push your hair back. Like, they set me up for success, and I'm still like, I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have tried the filters before, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's so funny. I saw this video just like yesterday or the day before, and it was Alexis Bledel at the Oscars, or an Oscar after party or something.
Yeah, I saw this.
And did you? And this girl who is like a color expert was like, whoever dressed Alexis Bledel and did her makeup for this event failed her, because she looks so like awful essentially in these pictures. She looks so much older than she is, and she just, nothing about these pictures is flattering. And they actually like photoshopped different color dresses on her and like showed how different she looked in different colors. And you could like, I could see it when it was being done in front of me, you know what I mean? But to do it to myself and see all the options, I can't come to a conclusion. But anyways, could be something. Maybe people are like, yes, I've done my colors, like listening. They're like, I've done my colors. This is life-changing. You girls need to get in on it. And I hope that's the case. But yeah, it's definitely intimidating and hard to figure out on your own.
Yeah, definitely. Sort of related to what I was saying about not being able to tell if I should wear gold or silver. I just think that investing in everyday jewelry and accessories can be a way to really like elevate your daily style. And I used to be the type of person who would buy a bunch of necklaces at H&M, and then I would wear them for like a month and they would tarnish or break and fall apart. So then it's like the next month at H&M, I'd have to go buy more necklaces. And it ends up being way more expensive than if you just invest in like actual gold jewelry or actually silver. I'm so jealous of the silver girlies because it's so much cheaper. You can buy like Tiffany's necklaces. I'm not in that range with my gold currently, so I'm very jealous if anyone listening is a silver girl. But you know, you can even just be buying like Misery is a step up from that, and those sorts of things. And it's just helps elevate your look without breaking the bank. You can also shop for vintage jewelry. Like my husband pretty much exclusively only wears vintage jewelry. He has a necklace that he wears, and then he has bracelets and rings and a vintage watch. And he got them for so cheap. They're all actual gold and they look great. And then it's so much cooler if someone's like, I love your ring. And you're like, thanks. It's vintage. I got it off Etsy. Like, that's a cool thing to say. So definitely wanted to mention like investing in nice pieces of jewelry, even if it's just like a ring, a nice pair of earrings, a necklace. Like, that's it, you're set. And then you just like rock that. Like my first necklace that I bought that was actually nice, I literally wore every single day with every outfit. And it was just like, that was my necklace. And I think the same goes for investing in like one nice belt. I did the same, where I used to buy really cheap belts and they would fall apart. Now I have like one nice belt and it's lasted me years. And I think also one nice purse can be a really good investment, and nice meaning whatever budget you think is appropriate for you. Some people listening might be like, nice means $1,000 bag. That's not the life I live. I'm in the like $200 range, but I love that for you. Or it's like, maybe to you, it's buying, you know, the $50 belt bag at Lululemon, and that's like your nice everyday belt bag, whatever it ends up being. I think that investing in those three like accessory categories can really, really help. And then it's like every single time, if you're styling an outfit, you're like, I'm going to put on one piece of jewelry, my belt, and get my nice bag, then you're set.
I'm somebody who doesn't leave the house without earrings on. I feel like if I don't have earrings on, I'm like, what's wrong with my face? Like, my eyes aren't sparkling, something's wrong. And it's like, oh, I forgot to put earrings on, put them on, and all of a sudden I look like myself again, or I look lively, and, you know, I don't know what it is. So I couldn't agree more with those everyday jewels. I also like I watch so much YouTube, and these girls will often just be like at home, living their mundane lives, but they're wearing like sweat sets. And I'm like, me chilling at home in my sweat set looks so different from this, but it's because I'm not, covered in rings. I don't have my stack of necklaces. So it really just changes a look completely. I couldn't agree more. I'm someone who used to plan my outfits kind of around my earrings, and maybe I wouldn't plan my outfits around it, but I had very specific statement earrings to wear to make any outfit, essentially. And it was like, if the outfit's like printed, I'll wear these earrings because they're like still subtle, but like a statement. And all this to say, starting to work from home, all of that kind of went away, where I just started wearing like basic hoops every day. And I feel like that was also just the trend where gold hoops had their moment for many, many years. But I feel like this spring, summer, we're actually seeing like more statement earrings again, and I'm getting so excited about that. So it could also be refreshing your everyday jewelry. If you feel like you have your go-to stack, that's great. Maybe also throw in a statement earring this spring, summer as well, just to spice things up. And I think, speaking of making a statement, I feel there's other accessories outside of your jewelry that you can add to your outfit to really make a statement. So I'm imagining something like a purse or a really like funky pair of shoes. You were mentioning like the green Sambas that you want. I have a pair of white boots that feel like they feel simple, and they feel like I can wear them like a classic, like my black ankle boots. But every time I wear my white boots, people comment on them being like, oh my God, I love them. Where are they from? Like, where did you get them? They look vintage, like all these things. And I'm like, they're literally just white boots, but they're a statement because everybody else wears black boots. So it's like, just find little unexpected pops, I guess, you can add to an outfit. And I feel like that can really elevate an entire look, especially if you're somebody who has a very like classic look, or very like lots of neutrals, lots of like good quality basics that we've talked about, of like creating a capsule wardrobe, things like that. Just throwing on a statement earring, or having like a red bag, or maybe a printed like boot or something like that. I feel like it's just such a great way to elevate an outfit.
Yes, 100%. One thing that I feel like can really help sort of step up your look is to get like a good base makeup sort of kit going for yourself, and nothing too crazy. I am a person who can easily get suckered into like the flashiest makeup that it's like realistically you don't wear that much, when I think the thing that makes the biggest impact is when you are investing in like the staples, the basics of your makeup. And so it's thinking of things that are like your skin but better, really simple. And this was something that I feel like during COVID really had like its heyday, like the no makeup looks and stuff. But I still feel like that's the key to looking good every day and not getting suckered into buying the like $75 eyeshadow palette of like bright blues that realistically, how often are you going to reach for that? So it's like, now I'm investing in the simple stuff, or the makeup that's like makeup that's skincare, or makeup that looks just like your skin but better.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, like, I don't know, I was going to say, obviously, when I'm going out and I want to like do my full face of makeup, I'm reaching for slightly different products than just like that every day, but there's also just a confidence boost that comes along with feeling like I'm pulled together because I have concealer on, like very base makeup. I think something that falls into this realm as well is I'm a big nail girly. I get my nails done every 3 to 4 weeks. Sometimes I stretch it to 4 weeks, which is actually insane. But I feel like it's just something that makes me feel like I have my life together, gives me confidence, and I feel like it just makes every outfit look better and more polished. So it's like, sure, maybe I don't wear makeup every day, but this is the one thing that's for sure done every day that just adds that finishing touch, if you will, to my outfit.
Yeah, I get that completely. I feel like that thing for me is hair. And if you've been listening to this podcast, you know about my whole hair journey we've all been on because I've been talking about it nonstop. But it's
your hair
just
journey
the idea.
and my skin journey.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we've been on a journey, guys.
Combined, we'd be the most beautiful, perfect woman, but alas. But yes, I do feel like it's just something that like helps elevate an outfit, or it's the kind of thing where if your hair is a disaster, it really takes down the outfit. Whereas if like you've got makeup on and your hair done, you could wear like the slouchiest outfit and it looks intentional. Whereas if you're a mess all over, it doesn't look intentional. And so this has been something that I've learned, and I've learned more so like I do a blowout on my hair, and obviously that's like a bit extravagant, but even just the difference of like blow drying your hair versus air drying, learning what looks better for your personal style, or if you are an air dry girl, learning how to like take care of your hair. If you have curly hair, learning how to like actually style that. Or even like it's just as simple as I used to never straighten my hair, and now when I don't have a blowout, I'm like, I'm just gonna straighten my hair, and it just looks a little elevated because my hair is just like nothing. It's not straight, but it's like not curly. It's like a half-assed wave. So it's like sometimes you just gotta straighten it, sometimes you gotta curl it. And you know, sometimes I rock the natural, but not very often. And I just feel that it really elevates a look.
Totally. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I also feel like this is a great time of year to just like get your hair trimmed. I feel like I go through phases where I'll again be looking in the mirror and be like, something just looks different and weird and I don't know what it is. And I'm like, oh, my hair, like my layers are outgrown. Like I just feel like I'm being like dragged down by my hair. Where I feel like spring, summer, perfect time to get a fresh chop, and that'll add so much life to like your face and yeah, your entire look essentially, just bring you back to life. So even if you're not somebody who, you know, does a lot with your hair, maybe it's just getting it trimmed. And like you were saying about the natural hair, I vividly remember way back in the day, I used to work on photo shoots, and I worked with a stylist who was really, really great. And she came to set one day and her hair was like this really cute like curl. And I was like, is this your natural hair? She's like, yeah. I was like, man, like my hair would never do that. Like, I love how your hair looks so much. And she's like, well, do you put product in your hair? And I was like, no. She's like, okay, so this is like my natural hair, but I have to tell it what to do and I have to help it get there. You know, like I don't just wake up and my hair is like this. Like it's natural, but it still takes a little bit of effort. And she told me the exact product she used. It's the red, I think it's Redken no blow dry, and it's literally like a curl cream. I've used it too. Absolutely love it. And it just goes to show you don't need to have a Dyson Airwrap or, you know, even a hair straightener, but you can still enhance your natural hair with even just like a few products that you know work for you. So I love that. And I also love having a few simple go-to hairstyles as well. Like for me, I'm someone who pretty much straightens my hair every day. Sometimes I curl it, but typically it's just, if you're looking at camera right now, like us on camera, this is my hair every single day. So if it's like, okay, I want to spice up an outfit, but obviously don't want to go buy a new outfit or like buy new pieces, maybe it's just pulling my hair back one day and that gives the outfit a totally different look. And I have now a few different like hairstyles I rotate through. So sometimes it's like half up, half down. Sometimes it's all up in a messy bun. I love to pull out a braid every now and then. Like, I don't know. I just feel like doing simple things with your hair, and maybe people are like, girl, those messy buns are not simple. And I feel you. I have meltdowns over my messy buns being like, the point is that it doesn't take any time. It's effortless and it's, you know, messy, but it needs to be the perfect messy. But anyways, I feel like these could be simple and again, low budget ways to totally change the look change the look of an outfit by just playing around with your hair.
Love it. Yeah. The last thing I had to talk about, which isn't really outfit related, but in my mind it is, and it's perfume. I'm a big perfume girly. I wear it literally every single day, and I just feel like this is the last step. This is for me. I'll like give myself a spray before I leave the door, and I'm like, boom, I'm ready. Like my confidence is there. And I just feel like if you figure out like your signature scent, or even if it's like, this is my date night scent, this is my work scent, it just really helps elevate like your mood. And again, it makes you seem put together. Like if someone smells good and they've got a cute outfit, like you just know they're next level. So I wanted to mention that. And obviously your 20s is a great time to try and figure out your personal scent. And my perfume journey changed so much from like what I wore in high school, which was Justin Bieber's perfume, to what I wear now, which is not Justin Bieber's perfume. So I just feel like it's a good time. And there are now so many like sample kits out there for people who are looking to find their scent. And the one thing I wanted to say is that every perfume smells different on every single person because it reacts to your body. So do not blind buy perfumes. Try out a little sample and then like walk around all day and see what it smells like, because there are some perfumes that smell really good in the bottle and then smell awful on me, and ones that smell bad when I smell them in the bottle, and then when I'm wearing them I'm like, oh wait, this smells really good. So
yeah, I agree, where it's maybe not outfit related, but it's that we're talking about like personal style, personal brand, and I feel like you're having a signature scent or maybe a rotation of signature scents is just part of it. So I agree. And I feel like I finally found my newest signature scent, which has been a journey to find, because I also had like very specific perfumes, one that I wore through college, one that was like my early post-grad working full-time at Anthro perfume. And now I'm like, I don't know what my scent is, you know, but I just found one that I really, really love. And it just makes me feel so excited. Like you said, it's just that like final step of getting ready in the morning where you spritz it on and you're like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah. Like final touch, done. So yeah, I love that.
The best. Great. I think we can talk about the stores that we shop at now, since that was the main question we got asked and we just spiraled out of control to talk about a bunch of other things, but we can kick off. And I feel like we'll probably have some repeats because I do feel like we have sort of similar style. Like we probably shop at some of the same places, but the first place that came to mind for me is Abercrombie. There's an Abercrombie in my mall, and my husband and I will literally stop in it every single time we go to the mall. And we almost buy something every time we go in there. It doesn't matter if we're looking. It's just Abercrombie went through this whole little rebrand moment, and it's so good, and so good for a variety of different clothes. Like I have casual clothes, fancy clothes, all the good stuff. Love me Abercrombie.
Me too. Even their swimwear is great, and that's somebody who's extremely picky with their swimwear, but I also had Abercrombie on my list. My go-to store in the mall is a Canadian store, but we definitely saw it in New York, so I don't know if it's all over in the States or where, but it's Oakenfort. And again, I feel like I typically get like casual things from there, but I also do have like a really nice going out dress and I don't know, I guess a pair of like dress pants. Like they have a little bit of everything, but I feel like it's all very wearable and like good quality basics. So absolutely love them. And actually I get a lot of my jewelry from there as well, which might kind of fall in the category of the H&M and Zara jewelry that you were talking about, Tag, but I feel like it's a little bit better quality than that, but definitely a lot cheaper than Missouri.
Yeah. One store that I will sometimes still buy my cheapy jewelry from has been mentioned. It's Zara. I feel like Zara's can be hit or miss as far as like the fast fashionness of it. Yeah. So I am quite selective with what I buy there, and it usually only ends up being like one piece a year realistically. But I just love Zara, especially for like weird statement pieces. So like last year I bought this embroidered vest and I was like, you would only ever see this at Zara. And every time I wear it, I get compliments on it. And so it's like I'm selective with things like that. But I do love just like the style and aesthetic of Zara.
Yeah. You will not find Zara on my list. I passionately hate Zara.
I thought you used to love Zara.
I tried. Okay, yes, I do have the Zara mom jeans, and I do
Okay.
like those a lot. I will
Okay.
only order them online. I will never go into a Zara
Oh
store
yeah.
because it is not
Nightmare.
good. I won't even look
Yeah.
in the store,
The
passing it in the
vibe.
hallway. No.
Yeah.
And I also, again, this was 2020, 2021, when my body image confidence was at an all-time low. I placed this huge Zara order, and I
Oh
was so excited
no.
about it, and I got it and nothing fit me.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I like squished into and kept, I probably wore it once. And I was
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know what? No. And since then, I just haven't gone back except for the mom jeans that I do like. But my fast fashion alternative, same with H&M, to be honest, I don't really go in H&M
Me
too much.
neither.
Usually I'll like
Yeah.
walk through, but yeah, I'm not quite as don't even look in the store as you walk by. But Mango is now in Canada, which
Hmm.
probably doesn't sound revolutionary to anybody in the States or in Europe, but it's huge news here in Canada. And I do like Mango. I feel like it's what I
Yeah.
want Zara to be.
Hmm.
But with way friendlier staff and less of a mess. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know,
I
like the Zara vibe. There's this TikTok, if I can find it, I'll like put it in. But it's this guy basically being like, "What is with people shopping at Zara?" And then it's like, "Oh, this shirt doesn't fit," and then he like chucks it as far as he
yes. Oh
can.
my God,
He's like,
yes.
"Oh,
I
these
saw
aren't
that.
my size." Yeah, throws
Yeah.
them, and I'm like, "That's true. Like, why are the stores so
Yeah.
destroyed? Like, it's like all mall etiquette doesn't exist
Yeah.
in Zara. I don't know."
I don't either. It's so bizarre, but yeah, interesting. I feel
Yeah.
like we both have a variation of the Gap or Old Navy on our list. I'm a big Old Navy shopper. That's where I have been placing all of my online orders lately. And again,
Yeah.
I feel like it can be hit or miss with fit. Like sometimes I get things and I'm like, okay, this does absolutely nothing for my body, like no shape to it,
Yeah.
or it's not super flattering. However, for the most part, like if it's just a sweater, I get all my basic t-shirts there. You can get like a pack of t-shirts for like $10. It's like
Yeah.
great, like so inexpensive. But yeah, like fine basics. So I love Old Navy, and the Gap was also coming in clutch in the fall. I was getting like
Hmm.
sweaters from there. And the best part about both of these stores, which probably really sucks if you work for these stores, I'm going to say this, probably a reputation they're trying so hard to break, but they're always on sale. Like always,
Yeah.
always, always on sale. So you can always find a good deal, save some money, and yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. I love the Gap. I had them on my list. I will probably order from them more than any other store online. And I actually bought stock for the Gap. That's how much I love them.
Good.
So
Yeah.
I'm all
Yeah.
about the Gap lifestyle.
Girl, I think that's a good investment. We can take this offline, but I was reading a case study recently how they have a new creative
Mm.
director or for
Yep.
their marketing where
Yep.
they think they're going to turn it around a bit. So,
And that's
could
when
be
I'm
a
going to
good
make
time.
my money. I have this
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
idea for an episode, which I don't even know if I could talk about it because I'm not like a financial girly. But it's been twice where I've been like, I keep seeing it. First was Lululemon, where I was like,
Okay.
Lulu, like I'm just seeing it everywhere. And I never wanted to shop there. And then all of a sudden I was like putting in orders. And I was like, something's going on. I'm going to buy Lululemon stock. Did that,
Yeah.
doubled my money. And then
Yeah.
the same thing I just did with the Gap. I haven't doubled it yet, but I'm getting pretty close and it hasn't been that
Yeah.
long. So then I was like,
Yeah.
us fashion girlies, we should be using our fashion brains to make our money off these stocks. Cause I'm like, this is something that probably a lot of like finance bros aren't tapped into.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's my rant.
And yeah, totally. But it's also like you have the girl psyche and the girls
Yeah.
run the world. We know that. Like,
Yeah.
I just saw the stat actually around International Women's Day that was in Canada, women make up 75 to 80% of consumer spending or influence consumer
Mm.
spending. So it's women, if it's moms, if it's the
Yeah.
wife, if it's girlfriends, even single women, they're the ones
Interesting.
either making decisions for the family, like how
Yeah.
they'll spend the money, or they're the ones actually shopping. So yeah, you're tapped into it. You know what's trendy, what's up and coming. Buy the stock instead. This reminds me of another TikTok I saw, and I'll send it to you because it's exactly what you were saying. but it was essentially, instead of buying the product, I'm going to buy stocks and whatever's
Yeah.
trending. And it was around, how do you say it? Ozempic?
Ozempic. Yeah.
Yeah. Where a girl was like,
Yeah.
I just invested in this and I, have seen so much money rather than buying buying it and using it. I'm just going to buy stocks in it. So it is such an interesting mindset shift. My brain needs to work like that because it doesn't. It's like, oh, we're buying from the Gap?
Product?
Okay. Let me go
Thanks,
order
girl.
from the Gap. And the thing is, like, Abercrombie's a classic example. I swear to God, you guys, I was the first person to know that Abercrombie was back. I swear to God, I was telling people were shaming me, and I was like, no, guys, it's coming back. I swear to God. And here we are, Abercrombie's saving the day. Everybody loves Abercrombie. So imagine I had bought stocks. This was 2018.
Yeah.
I think right when I started, maybe beginning of 2019, when I was telling people they were back, nobody believed me yet. Imagine I bought Abercrombie stocks then.
See, this is what happened with me, was Aritzia. I saw a TikTok that was like, if you bought Aritzia stock in this day, you would have made X amount. And they're like, and all you needed to know was that it would be dominating like the market. And I was like, I knew it would be because I saw it all over TikTok. I was buying way more there. And that's when I was like, I know what's going on. I just need to be able to do it. And then obviously it is like, you need to have the income where you can put money away like that and not be like living paycheck to paycheck. But that's when like the switch flipped in my brain where I was like, I could be making money right now. And then my little test was Lululemon, and now my new test is the Gap, but we'll see.
I love this. I'm feeling so fired up about this right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm having that light bulb moment and I am living for this. So we love that. The last two stores I will mention on my list, Aerie. I feel like Aerie is such a go-to for, I get all my bras and underwear from Aerie, swimsuits, loungewear, pajamas, but I also love their actual clothes, like shorts in the summer, all their workout shorts as well. I don't buy my sports bras there, but literally everything, even sweaters. Like, I absolutely love Aerie through and through. So that will always be on my list of places to shop. And the last one, I think I talked about this somewhat recently. We don't have the stores in Canada, but it's Madewell. And I just love, I think Madewell is actually that personal style I was describing for myself, where it's like preppy meets casual and effortless, but with touch of whimsy. Madewell is like my goal, to dress like a Madewell girl. That is all I want. So they obviously had to be mentioned on the list.
Love it. Yeah, my last store I had is what my ideal personal style is if money was no object, and it's Free People. It's a store that, again, we have one in my mall. I will go into every single time. Will I buy things? No, because I'm not made of money. But I'll go in and pretend, and then every once in a while I'll buy something. And it's just like my ideal. I wish that I was dressed up like the mannequins there. Even the girls who work there, I'm like, oh my God, girls, look at you. So
one of the girls I used to work with at Anthro, she went on to become the store manager of the Free People at the Eaton Center when it was still open. And when she made that move, literally the only response was, yes, like, you belong in a Free People, because her style was just like Free People to a T, where it was like Free People and Anthro, there's some similarities, obviously, same parent company, but Free People's just like that next level of like, you can style an outfit, you know, and it's very, very impressive. I don't even go into Free People anymore because that's my problem. I can't style things that way. So if it's not obvious how to wear it, count me out. And that's 99% of Free People.
They've got some weird things in there and some expensive
but people
things.
make it look so good. Like,
I know. I'm still like, there are some things, like, I see the girls on TikTok with the Free People like linen yoga pants. I'm not quite on that level. I rock their jeans and I love their dresses. I also just love that it actually is high quality. Like, I've had some Free People dresses. Like, I bought my engagement party dress at Free People, And I have worn that nonstop. I wore it to that party. I
Yeah.
wore it to a bunch of wedding events. I wore it to my honeymoon. I have gained weight. So that zipper, she's like
Yeah.
working it, and it's still, you know, alive and well. So it is
Yeah.
expensive to shop there. But I feel like if you're getting things that you really love and know how to style, it's worth it. But they do have some very bizarre things. Like they just went viral for their like shorts underwear made out of jeans.
The short shorts.
Yeah. Where all
That's
the
another
comments were
trend
like,
this
I
year.
need short shorts that fit my vagina, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's so true though, because I think about Anthro. Like when I worked there, I had a discount. Of course, I bought all the clothes and I wore them all the time and I loved them.
Yeah.
Since I don't have that discount, I don't shop there anymore since it's so expensive. But I'm like, I don't think there was a single thing I got from Anthro that I got rid of because like it ripped, it was low quality. It was it was all either because I needed to make room in my closet or it didn't fit anymore. And like I still have clothes from when I quit Anthro in 2018 that I still wear to this day. Like that's worth it, you know? So yeah. Tag, can I tell you 2 stores that I think are missing from your list?
Okay, yes.
Okay, I feel like you shop at Aritzia a fair bit.
Yeah, I do.
And
I feel like their quality, this was the reason I didn't mention them. I probably shop at Aritzia as much as like the Gap, and all of my basics are from there. I especially love their bodysuits, but the quality, like I don't want to shop there. If somewhere else comes along that's got the bodysuits that are just like that, I will dump them. But yeah, I do love them.
Okay. And Winners. I feel like especially your Winners. Right? I'm like, Tegan's missing Winners on her list.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't think they have Winners in America. I think it's called, like, isn't it called Marshalls? Yeah.
Yeah. Marshalls and TJX.
Oh,
TJ Maxx?
TJ Maxx. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But Winners, like, we have Marshalls here. It's not as good as Winners. I love a Winners. My brain, because I think we're from a small town, there are certain things that in my mind are just like the peak of shopping. And everyone who's not from a small town is like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm like, that is when you want to treat yourself, you go to Shoppers Drug Mart and everyone's like, no, you go to Sephora, you freak. And it's the same with Winners. I'm like, you want an outfit? You go to Winners. Because we didn't have a mall. We didn't have shops. The closest thing we had was a Winners. But my Winners it's always going viral on the TikTok because it's got all the good stuff. Yeah. And like I've found my wedding china at this Winners before. I've found a Goldie. Free People they have all the time. All the shoes. It has like, my Winners has a designer section. So it's like if you want a YSL bag or like anything, they've got it. So I do love Winners.
I'm coming over and we're going shopping at your Winners because I need to experience this. But yeah. Anyways, I just had to throw those onto your list.
Thank you. You're like, girl, you're lying to
Let me tell you where Tegan really shops.
Yeah. I do love a Winners. I'm also so cheap. So it's like if I see Free People at a Winners, it could be more expensive. It doesn't even matter to me. I'm a bargain hunter. So
yeah. That's the thrill of the hunt. That's what Winners is all about. So.
Winners Fab Finds.
Yep. Oh, hell yeah. So good. So funny. Okay, you guys. Well, there you go. That is how to elevate your personal style, where we shop. Maybe this got you inspired to maybe buy some new things for your spring summer wardrobe, or maybe just look at the things you already have in your closet, but look at them in a new way, style them a new way, try something different to make them look fresh. Whatever it is, we hope you're feeling pumped. Maybe you're also feeling inspired to buy stocks for your favorite fashion brand because that's what I'm taking away from this episode. Maybe not your favorite one, but the one you know is up and coming because TikTok says it is. Yeah. But anyways, all that to say, thank you guys so much for listening. We drop a new episode every single Tuesday, so make sure you subscribe, follow, do whatever it is on the app that you're listening to this so that you don't miss any episodes. We also would really love it if you gave us a rating or left us a review. And also if you subscribe to our Patreon, which is the best way to support the podcast for as little as $2 a month. I think it's $2 a month. But we have a whole bunch of bonus content up there, including blog posts, bonus episodes. We'll actually have new desktop backgrounds dropping for April. I believe it's tomorrow that they're dropping. So all this to say, lots of fun extra content on Patreon. So go check us out over there. You can also find us on social media. We're at Our Golden 20s. That's TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. We have Spotify playlists, literally all over the place. So go give us a follow over there as well. That is everything, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.